our next piece. And this is actually a manufacturer whose name is mispronounced quite a bit. So it looks like Jaeger-LeCoultre, but it's actually Jaeger-LeCoultre. Jaeger-LeCoultre. I actually just prefer to say JLC because it just kind of sounds funny to me to pronounce it like that. So I always just call it JLC. But if you actually want to be proper, you can just say Jaeger-LeCoultre. This is an MSRP of $15,000. It's the JLC Master World Geographic. Again, this is one that you purchase on the secondary market, and it's available on the Timely Souls website for $9,000. This is actually a very rare watch. It debuted in 2006, and it ran with a production run of about 5 years. And in my opinion, this is really watchmaking at its best, and it's the ultimate traveler's watch. It packs so much value, it's insane. And you can just see the value that this packs based upon just the number of complications here on the dial. It has immense capability, and I think very handsome style with the leather strap that we'll get into in a little bit, but very stylish watch. This is, very clearly a business watch. This is something that you could wear in a formal business setting. Outstanding business networking piece, conversation starter. And for any world traveler, it would be an outstanding addition to your collection. It has a 41.5 millimeter case size. And you'll see here that the lugs actually move down a little bit. So it traditionally should fit pretty well on the wrist. The alligator strap here on the top, and you can see underneath you've got calfskin. And then you have the double deployant clasp that has 2 closures as well. That's my favorite type of clasp. It just really prevents the watch from slipping as you're moving it on and off of your wrist. It's the safest way to wear a watch, in my opinion, and JLC does it really well here with this design. The color and the depth and the clarity of the dial is really what stands out. So there's some nice color additions that really dilutes the grayscale that dominates largely on the dial. And it's actually, you see in this type of model, a lot of grayscale in JLC. But you've got the red that pops up on the dial that adds some very nice accents to it. And then you've got the world time ring around the perimeter of the dial here that slopes down to the 24-hour ring to gauge time across any of the world's 24-hour time zones. The way that this watch works is you put your home time zone at 6. So you'll see I'm in the Eastern time zone, so I have set my time zone to New York. And then you'll also see that there's an S next to some of these cities, which means that there's a difference between summertime and non-summertime, which accounts for daylight savings. And this allows you to really tell time anywhere in the world all at once. Some of the features on the case back include an automatic winding caliber that has 322 movement parts. And this is definitely a dress watch. And is water resistant to 50 meters in case you want to jump into the pool while you're wearing your suit. The watch will survive. Nothing else probably will, but the watch will survive. You'll see that you've got in the 9 o'clock position, or I'm sorry, like the 11 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock position, you've got a 40-hour power reserve. And then to actually move the functions on this watch, so you actually kind of come up here, to move, and this is bi-directional, so we can move the time zones through the 2 o'clock crown here, and we can move it both ways. And then as we move the hands itself, we can move this way and back. And then you'll see as well, we have a very small pusher here that requires a tool to move the date, which is at 3 o'clock here. And then we pull out one button movement on the 4 o'clock crown, and we can move the time zone, the 24-hour time zone around the world time ring. And you'll see that half of this is in dark and half of it is in gray. That just denotes whether it's night or it's daytime in the time zone. So this is the type of watch that you pick it up and you want to watch a YouTube video. You want to watch a replay of like how to actually function it. It's not the most intuitive watch for like the first time watch enthusiast. This is typically something that somebody would add to their collection that's probably a third or a fourth or a fifth piece. They're familiar with timepieces and they want something that is elegant, dressy, but also demonstrates complications that show that you're an enthusiast, you're a connoisseur, you understand what you're doing when it comes to timepieces. And I think it creates just a pretty strong conversation starter for anybody that's looking to get into a world time complications piece from JLC. Again, this is an MSRP of $15,000 with a website price of $9,000.